You are 52, but you look 26.
Normally I'm playing from back there, but...
Since you're a senior, we'll move you up?
Yeah, exactly.
He worked harder than anybody I've ever seen.
A PGA Tour card ripped from his hands.
He belongs out here.
There's not many guys that can hit what you can do.
I'm never gonna give up. Ever since I've been a kid, you know, I've always loved playing. I grew up as a family, go play with my mom and dad. We go out of town on vacations and stuff. We'd always play golf, have matching outfits type of thing. And yeah, I didn't know anything else. I can't miss. Throughout that whole process, started to get a lot better. Then I ended up going to Jackson State on a golf scholarship. Played 4 years there. Had a great time at Jackson State. Eddie Payton was my golf coach.
Well, you know, I've heard about this young man out of Savannah that wasn't allowed to play on his high school golf team, but around Savannah, he's considered the best minority golfer that's ever come through there. So I needed to find this young man and get him into my program. When I saw Tim, I took one look at his 2 swings and said, good Lord, thank you.
He could do things in college that just turned my head. So physically, we always knew he was crazy talented. It was always, money games every day, and I didn't have any money to bet, and I went broke every day, losing money to this fool.
Yeah, no pressure on me, though.
No.
'97, that's when I turned pro and went to Q school. Failed a few times. 2000 Q school is when I finally made it to finals. This is my 3rd time going. Missed getting my PGA Tour card, the first time making it to finals by a shot. Everyone that knows me knows the story. I was 8 under par going into the 17th hole. I bogeyed 17. I didn't know where I stood. So I'm on my last hole thinking I need birdie when all I needed was a bogey. And I'm on the PGA Tour in 2001. So hit it in the water, totally messed the hole up, missed by 1. It happened so fast, I didn't realize what happened until after I left the golf course. Did not sleep for a couple of days, knowing that I had the PGA Tour card in my hand. So that was tough for a while.
You see the scorecard of Tim O'Neill, the triple bogey on his last hole.
2004, miss again getting on the PGA Tour by 1 shot. There were times where I doubted big time. I was like, man, am I supposed to be doing this?
He expected so much out of himself. One thing I always tried to emphasize with him was that it's not gonna always be easy. You have what it takes.
So we just have a couple fun pictures through the years that we're hoping you guys can just look at and react to.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. We both had hair. That's when we were somewhat handsome.
We're probably getting ready to go to a banquet or something.
Yeah, I think our banquet.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Yep.
What in the world?
That's you over here.
How'd you find that picture? 2000 is when I met Will. This was during the time he had just finished Bagger Vance, and he was getting ready for Ali. He sponsored me for 2 years. It was nice, being around Will and everything that comes along with being Will Smith. That's the Mission Impossible 2 premiere.
Average fan doesn't realize the financial stress in pursuing this dream. How tight were things for you?
It was really tough. I was given lessons, and then I was working at a golf store.
What golf store?
Edwin Watts.
The struggles are real when you start talking about the mini tours. He was playing to make money, and he was playing to get better, to get to the PGA Tour. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
I was very close to my mom. She saw that I was down, and she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know what to do. Just tough making ends meet, and I was like, I can't continue going down this road. And she was like, so you don't want to play golf anymore? It's like, I want to play, but I was like, I can't, So she was like, it's like, you can't quit. You're way too good to just hang it up like that. You'll get a break at some point 4 months later. Sure enough, the opportunity to go to Morocco, very first tournament I win. She passed in 2020. My mom, always positive. Like I'm like that too, you know.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
You know, everything that's good in me, I got from her. So. Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
From Savannah, Georgia, Tim O'Neill.
At Champions Tour School, which is the hardest tour school, only 5 spots, roughly 78 players to make it to final stage. You just don't know how it's all going to shake out. For me to get through my first time was huge, you know, just mentally being able to get it done. You think about all the struggles and stuff you had before that. I couldn't even sleep the night after, just wired, you know. I was like, I can't believe I got it done. You know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you're excited for the next year. You have a place to play. And I remember having a conversation with AJ. His exact words were, don't think you're just gonna go out there and just start winning. He's like, those guys are really good. And I found out real quick.
Rookie Tim O'Neill earned his card at Q School last fall.
Man has a really, really nice golf swing. He hits a lot of quality shots. Kind of expected to see him in the top 10 quite a bit this year. He's got a lot of game, Bob.
I still pinch myself when I wake up in the morning. You know, it's been trying to get here all my life and finally get it done, and super happy right now, and you know, just ready for what's next, you know.
Back in the day, back of the golf weeks and the golf worlds, you had all the mini tours and all that kind of stuff, and I always wanted to see the guys that I played with. Always looking for Tim O'Neill. And I don't think you realize that, you know, all the way up until 50, and I'm like, dude, I know exactly who you are, and I know where you came from, and I know what's going on, how you worked to get here, and I just, I respect the out of him for it, and I wanted to, number one, make him feel welcome, but he belongs out here, and he needed to know that too.
I'm just gonna have to play good golf. I mean, that's what it boils down to. I mean, let's be real about it. I'm one out of making it to the next one.
What have you learned this year about you?
I learned that I can see myself winning out here. That week it was a little stressful, but there was a calmness too. You know, I looked up on Sunday and I'm in the second to last group, I believe.
Take an extra second, really see this. You've done it 1,000 times before.
My mom used to say that too. When it's your time, it's your time.
Good confirmation from the caddy here.
Yeah, I like that. A guy's just like you've done 1,000 times before.
Needs to go. Needs to not spin too much or go in. What a golf shot.
It was good to know that I could perform if I ever get back in that spot again.
A big moment for O'Neill to stretch the lead to 2 here.
Oh, yes.
Tim O'Neill has survived, and he is a winner for the first time on the PGA Tour Champions here in Richmond, Virginia.
PGA Tour Champions first win. Your emotions?
I don't know what to think, you know. It's been a long season. And for me to get it done when I had to, that means a lot.
How long did it take for it to sink in that you had actually won?
Sometimes I still have to pinch myself that I won. Considering everything throughout my career that's happened, the ups and downs and the doubts, it means everything.
I have enjoyed and been proud of everything that he's been able to accomplish this far. But the bottom line is I think the best is yet to come.
He's had a better career than I think he thinks he has. Now he's really just getting started where it could be his sweet spot.
I feel like now I have to work even harder. because, you know, this is where I want to be and I feel like I belong out here. You always think you can win, but now that I've actually done it and I know that I can, it definitely has given me more confidence. But it's all a process, and I'm working on that every day, just trying to make my weaknesses my strength. And I think if I can do that, I think the sky's the limit.
Where's that drive come from?
I think I've always wanted to be good. You know, for my kids, they're very important to me. That's what makes it really gratifying now. Just to see the look in their eyes, it's been nice.